Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and somehow สวัสดีครับ This is a greeting from me, Arashak in of เกษตรศาสตร์ University from Thailand, and I would like to share the stories about food designs in เกษตรศาสตร์ University and also the projects on the design to recreate the food waste in เกษตรศาสตร์ Okay, it's just a story about what we have done in uh, this about 4 years of the design. But before that, I would like to to introduce my university in brief. KRASAE University is famous in agriculture. We are established about 80 years and have ranges from science to engineers and architecture. And within these 80 years, we had a lot of research, but mainly in the biotech, in agriculture, and the products from agriculture like biodiesels and chitosans and a lot of things you see in this presentation. And yes, we also doing things about the food, but when we talking about the food, it's mostly about the materials. And also when we're talking about Thai food or think about Thai food, everyone will have the perceptions of things like you see. You have the ingredients and you mix and you make a pad Thai or something. And this is how things start when I worked with KRASAE University, and we'd like to change the food, not only with the designs, but also the system, the way people think about the food too. So we did the things called Design Plus Food or Food Design Initiatives since 2016, and we did the short course for the private sector. But it's not like a novel idea. We just try to give an experience around the dishes, the things like atmosphere in the restaurants and the brandings and design that involve with food, but not the food itself. So when I had a chances, there's a things that we put to and work with the student. The food design so far, and I hope it is good. We we had a we have the food design studio has run for 4 years, and yes, we create a lot of good and also bad outcomes. And this is like an outcome. So I put this as a benefit from food design that I learned. Um, uh, First thing is we use the food design to practice the collaborative works between the design and food student. It means food become a medium to work to learn, right? So we bring in the design student, like the architecture student and product design student, to working with food product development, food science and technology, and home economic education. That the people, that the student that works with food and come together, join into the project team, and it is a collaborative process. They need to work together and bring out the outcome, yeah, to the project. And yes, this is how it works. Like the group that combine with food students and the design student, and this is the outcome. I will show you later about the project. The second thing is um, we as I said, that the design is that the food is a medium to the design works, and food is the real reflections of an outcome. Architecture student, product student, they do is a plan and a prototype, the model, right? Not the real the product, but food is different because food is real. You can taste it, right? And then put the all this final project presentation to the public, and student can learn from the feedback, from the comment, from the people like publics or commentators that we invited, and yes, they it's changed the way they learn about the design, about the practice, the process, and just get the comment from the lecturers or the guests, yeah, in the closed space like a design studio, but this is open, and we have the communicators from uh, different disciplines like designers, chef, or food producers, other lecturers. And here's the things: we use food as a medium to learn about sustainability, and so we have the project like the design to recreate food waste and also other sustainability involved projects. Um, the project is involved with food and waste sustainability. There's a variety of ideas that the students try to bring in the like of the idea of sustainability, like reducing the food waste, using the food waste from other materials from the um, food producers like our partners, or the other kinds of idea that I will show you. Um, and we have the partners from outside university. We have the Better Grow, which is the very big conglomerate food producer, and the Royal Projects Foundations, and the we call it SOS, is the organization that helping people with the food waste, bring from uh, another place to another. Okay, that's our partner that we worked together. And here's come the projects from the student. This is the one of the projects that use the fruits that cut from the shelf from the Royal Project Foundation. It's still good, but the Royal Projects always selling like A grade the products. So that if there's something not nice on their um, peels, or the 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 the, the time is not good, they cut it out from the shelf. So we get those products and make it like this. Is from the idea of student is jelly janga, uh, and this is a veggie tart. The same idea. We use the leftover or cut or trim vegetable from the producers, and also from some kitchens, and make it like a veggie tart, and you can eat with many things, but it's made of the tart, made of the vegetable. And this is also like sweets, the dessert. Um, it's a bubble fresh. It's a gelatin, and inside is a juice that made from the fruits from the Royal Project Foundation too. Um, Also, this is also like a finger food or snack, and it's come in a very colorful because it's made from sweet potato, which is the purple, pumpkin, which is yellow, and radish is red, right? And then some kind of other kinds of vegetables, and become the colorful tart. But this is all the food waste. And also this one is a food waste from the restaurant, the fish skins from the restaurant, and also from the manufacturers. It's a fish skins, and we make it fun and to make it waffle. So it is not a sweet. It's finger food. It's very spicy with the egg white and the chili paste on the top. And this is also the idea of zero waste. It means you not let the things go, right? You use every part of the food materials like this. The like bakeries, you use eggs, and you also have the shell's egg that you ground it, that you mix and make it like a cup, and also you can eat it too. And this is also the carrot, using all the parts of the carrot. You use the leftover carrots for the crispy bread, and also the leaves for the cream. Yeah, it gives you a interesting taste. And this is the zero waste to use all parts of corn, like the corn cob, and corn silk, to create the corn cake, which is pretty much like cheesecake. And topical bowls. This is another idea of using the silkworm, which is promoted to be the alternative source of proteins, and mixed with a lot of herbal ingredients to make it like spice and have a interesting fragrance. And this is the idea to reduce the waste of the wood stick. In Thailand, we use a lot of wood sticks, so this didn't come with idea that we use the flour to create the stick that you not only pick it, but you also can bite it, and it had a taste that match to the things that you pick. Like you pick the meatball or the meatball that from the seafood, from the like fish ball. You have the flavor that a bit sour and spicy that it's tastes it's good to have with the fish ball. So that's a idea that student come up, and so I learned that the student can do a lot of things, and we leverage expertise of the university, right? And then it gives the student an opportunity for the employment and business in the future. So that things that when we presented some projects that were interested by the companies and they are funding the student to develop more of the products and hope it's ready to go to the market like the one on the left, which is also another kind of food waste too, but it's the flour from the trees and mix with the flours and create the kind of chips. And also the other thing is the like a pocket sandwich. I mean, everything's come in the modular square, like ground pork, like ham, and even sauce that come in the sheet. This is very interesting, and we'd love to see how it's going in the future. So it is a lesson learned as me as a design educator. It changed a lot of perspective to the food and also the design. Design is involved with food, right? And food is one of the best design education medium. It's good for teach the design student with food. The design discipline is applicable to food. That's correct. I think everyone know it, and it is what I learned. But also food design thinking is slightly different from just the design thinking because it's not only about just thinking, but it's about how to do it. It's all the student that able to create the things and we push them to create the outcome. So this is the combinations of what I think about the food design thinking. This is the design as the part of it. It should have purpose, right, to make it more sustainable, or it can be other kind of purpose. And then the culinary, it's how you can cook it, how you can make it real. It tastes good. It have a very good appearance that attract people to to eat it. That's all these things creates the good food design. And so like I said, we are still so far, and I hope so good, and we would love to have comments or any advice or suggestion that you might have, and also looking forward for any collaborations or cooperations in the future. And thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ from Thailand